from My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
And good Friday evening, everybody, and welcome to the gym here at Cadillac High School for tonight's boys basketball non-conference presentation here on My News 26 and CCTV. Do not adjust your set. Yes, this is the baldest broadcast you have ever watched. Alongside Kevin Gregory, I'm Jay Simon. Thrilled to have you with us for this one as the Cadillac Vikings play host to the Essexville Garber Dukes, making the trip up from the middle of the state. And Kevin, this is two teams that are coming off difficult seasons last year. They're both over 500, kind of turning things around, looking to get back to their glory days because both of these teams in the first year of their respective coaches when they took over these programs made the state quarterfinals.
Yeah.
But they haven't sniffed it since.
They definitely have, the foundation of a lot of success. These coaches both know what they're doing, as obvious by their, trip to the Final Four. And maybe a little bit of a down year last year, and both teams trying to rebound this year and gain that momentum going into conference play.
Talk about the visiting Dukes. They come into this contest 6-2. They're 4-2 in the Tri-Valley Conference East. They feature some solid size. 6'8" senior Jordan Scherzer wasn't starting earlier, will start tonight. But they've also a little inexperienced, a little bit young, and they've been kind of trying to figure that thing out. They feature a lot of juniors on this roster, but one of those juniors is returning Bay County leading scorer Jacob Denham, who led them with 17.3 points per game last season. Lefty, loves to shoot the three. Kind of a guy that I imagine you would like watching.
Well, I used to play with a guy a little bit like that, yeah. But I always love seeing guys come in that can shoot the rock, really extend defenses. But the one thing he's going to see tonight is what Cadillac's known for, which is their stingy defense. And while they may lack a little size, they're definitely known to swarm the ball and play hard. Effort's never going to be a question with the Cadillac defensive team, which I think is one of the reasons Essexville wanted to come up and challenge themselves tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great segue. We talked to head coach of the Dukes, and he told us that he wants to emulate what Cadillac has done up here, first under head coach Jeff McDonald and now under Ryan Benzenberg. And, they had a program that made quarterfinals routinely year over year over year. They've had a couple of down years, just a little bit here, but obviously Coach Benzenberg and his staff want to get back there, and it starts, as you mentioned, with the defense. You and I have both said this. I do radio for Highland Conference sports. The Highland Conference and the Big North are two of the toughest when it comes to just man-on-man defense that you're going to find in Northern Michigan, and sometimes teams come up from the middle of the state and don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, you come up here, and sometimes what they may lack in finesse, these country boys are going to make up for with some grit, and that's what Cadillac always does.
Absolutely. The Dukes, though, no slouches themselves, and we expect a real good one in this one. When you talk about the Vikings, though, we do have to talk about the injury bug. Of course, they've been missing Tip Baker, the standout sophomore, for a couple of weeks, I want to say now. They're still expecting him to be gone for another week or two, hopeful that he'll come back in time to kind of get his legs under him before the postseason. Baker was on the varsity last year as a freshman and is clearly a huge part of this team. As he goes, they go. But and they're also missing Maddox Hoagland, who is also out dealing with an injury that kept him out, I believe, his junior year as well, and that's unfortunate. We wish Maddox well. Hopefully he can come back from that. But they're still laden with a lot of experience. Keegan Brooks, Cooper Benson are seniors who have been on the varsity since their sophomore years, and Cale Mickelson, the junior, has given them some great minutes off the bench as well. But this is a team likes to play four out. They kind of live and die by the three and their ability to push the ball up the floor.
Yeah, one thing, when you lose your point guard and Tip Baker and the guy that handles the ball primarily, now you're taking Keegan as your primary scorer, kind of moving him to more of a ball handler situation, and you got to respond to that. And the one thing I noticed in pregame, I see Cale Mickelson's in street clothes, so I don't know if he's got an injury and is not playing
I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
So if Cadillac's severely short-handed tonight, hopefully it's the next man up kind of mindset.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty senior-laden team. Baker is the only underclassman on it. Everybody else, juniors and seniors, and we'll see if that experience helps them out. Should have a good one tonight. It's the Cadillac Vikings and the Essexville Garber Dukes. Try to say that 3 times fast. We'll be back. Opening quarter coming up here on My News 26 and CCTV.